On this night, everyone gathered by the campfire. The driver joked, taking your son to San Diego? Buy souvenirs. The driver advised, don't end there, scatter the ashes. It'll benefit your son and maybe earn me a tip. Tom didn't understand the driver and dismissed it. Next day, in good spirits, they resumed their journey. Before setting off, the driver asked his son to help Tom with his luggage, talk about overloading the punishment. After all this, they realized that the gypsies aren't the evil characters rumors make them out to be. They are good folks hiding behind a bad reputation. People tend to focus on the negatives and conveniently overlook the positives. The four continued on, increasingly excited near the finish, with frequent stops. Under the autumn sunset, some people kept creating while others got ready to snap photos of little joys. Some picked up sticks to revisit old hobbies, while others just stood by, enjoying the show. After a rest, the journey continues. The three are told that they melt here. Determination stays, but aesthetics change with time. They walked beneath the sky, witnessing the brilliant red leaves while trying to catch glimpses of the twilight. Each and every sight and scene they saw was healing their wounded souls. 300 km from the end, they stood stunned before a fancy hotel. They wanted to check in but realized they were short on cash. At that crucial moment, Tom stepped up, pulling out the first aid kit, joking that it'd make for a fun writer's room experience. Lost was anxious, staring at his bulging belly, but after one bite of the feast, he was done. Holding on to his original intent, that night, someone knocked on Tom's door, and when he opened it, it was a soggy salad. He promptly flopped onto the couch. After that, another knock. It was Yost, unable to sleep, bringing alcohol for everyone. Soon after, the writer joined them, unable to sleep, and the three ended up in Tom's room. Sometimes, the freedom of 24 hours can't compare to a warm heart. They arrived at a stone pillar in the drizzle, and everyone pulled out a rock from their pockets. Salad unrolled a note, wishing the journey wouldn't let him down, and tossed the rock like it was releasing all his stress. The rock was proof of their journey, and Tom stopped dodging. He scattered the ashes. The writer told Tom he wanted fame but saw bad endings, so he just wrote novels. Although he'd been at it for ages without earning a dime, he didn't regret it, because it was his choice. Tom advised him instead of stressing about endings, he should write what he genuinely feels. The writer's eyes lit up, and finally the four arrived at the holy San Diego they had dreamed of. At the glorious entrance, their steps slowed. Salad placed down his lifelong cigarette pouch. Everyone else set down their burdens, but Yost, feeling spiritual, had to go down on his knees. Standing before the statue, he offered his deepest respect. At that moment, the writer could no longer hold back the tears. Subtitles. He believed this journey was worth everything. Indeed, as a wisp of incense smoke rose from the censer, the solemn ceremony commenced. Suddenly, the church lights came on, and Tom's son appeared, finally fulfilling his unrealized wishes. After leaving the church, they stamped the journey with the final seal and got the proof. Tom earnestly asked the clerk to write down his son's name. The whole journey was for him. Even though the pilgrimage ended, they still felt a bit empty. After a moment of silence, they exchanged smiles and continued their journey, trudging all day. Finally, they reached the shore, with waves crashing against the rocks and seagulls soaring carefree. The writer finally understood. A perfect work just needs one's own feelings. Sarah quit smoking, and Yost gave up dieting. As everyone embraced who they were, accepting their flaws and failures, and just being themselves. Tom took out his son's ashes, casting them into the sea, letting him dissolve completely into the ocean's embrace. Immersed in the waves, free to explore the world. After doing all this, Tom embarked on world travels, finally finding his direction in life. He learned how to live a real life rather than just enjoy pleasures. The film came to a close, and life turned out to be like a pilgrimage, a journey of self-redemption. It not only purifies the soul, but also clarifies the self. Most importantly, the journey means the process, not the outcome. The end does not equal everything, it is merely a beginning. The process may involve pain, but along the way, you will always discover new things. The end can also mark a new start. The world is cyclical, with endpoints often meaning fresh beginnings. That's life's magic. You meet great friends on your way. Don't forget to like,